So you just got home with your Cuckoo clock and want to get it set up and running. Let me walk you through some basic steps so that that is done properly and to make sure that it runs the way it should. So first things first, you need to have a screw, not a nail, not a picture hanger or anything like that. A screw that goes into either a drywall anchor or into a stud. Something nice and secure. All the time I get Cuckoo clocks that have fallen off walls because the screw came out, things like that. So make sure that's nice and secure. And you need the head of the screw to stick out far enough so that it's able to hook inside of the clock. And so it should go in far enough where it can hook and not come out. Because if that head of the screw is just sticking right there on the edge of the hole, it's liable to fall out. And we don't want that. So take the clock and put it on the screw. And when you do, most of the time you can see inside well enough to see the head of the screw. You see it right up in there. And you see that it's sticking into the case and it is hooked on the inside of the case. So we're not worried about that slipping off. So now that it's on the wall, you need to hang the weights on it. So there's either 2 or 3 weights, and most of the time it doesn't matter where they go, they're all identical. Every once in a while a clock will be specific in that way, but it will usually be pretty obvious. All right, now we got all 3 weights on there. At this point, if it comes out of our shop, we put a wire through these chains here, and that's really important to remember because if you don't get that wire out, you won't be able to wind it and it won't run. So there'll just be a little piece of silver wire in there, untwist it and pull it out. Other shops will do twisties or things like that. So if just watch and see if there's any kind of ties up under there. In fact, if you come take a look here, you can see where I'm talking about. Right up in here. You can't see it from the front, but from the side, you can see up under there where it would be. Now at this point, while we're there, this right here is called the leader rod. Shine a light on it there. So that looks like a piece of wire with a hole through it. That is what your pendulum is going to hang on. So the pendulum has a hook like that, and it's going to just hook onto that leader rod. Just like that. And then give it a little swing. Now at this point, when you get close and listen, and you want to hear it tick nice and evenly. If it's ticking like this, it's pretty subtle, kind of hard to tell, but that's kind of going tick, 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 like a galloping horse or a heartbeat. That can cause issues, that can cause it to stop running, depending on how bad it is. So just twist it like this on the wall. And that went too far the other way. Twist it a little bit at a time, let it stabilize until it's nice and even. At this point, you're welcome to pull the weights up. Remember, whenever you wind it, don't lift up on the weights, just pull down on the chains. That will keep it from hopping off the pulleys. And then you can set the time. Set the time on these, on the modern Cuckoo clocks. Just spin the minute hand around until you get to the right time. Oops. And don't bump the hour hand, otherwise it'll come loose like that. And then you're good to go. Don't forget, these usually have silent switches on them on the door here or on the side or up underneath. I got some other videos on that. Feel free to check that out. But there you go. That's what you need to know to get your Cuckoo clock up and running.